Today we have Andrew Wilson and Richard Spencer debating the manosphere. We have two topics. The manosphere is number one. Richard Spencer will have his opening statement, which will be about 5 minutes, and then we'll give it to Andrew, and then we'll go back and forth.
The guy that's moderating, that's Justin Reloaded. Go subscribe to Justin Reloaded. He does a really good job on this show. He impressed me. Technically, he won the debate, and he's the moderator. So that just tells you how wacky this debate got. But go subscribe to Justin Reloaded. He did a good job. I disagree with him on a couple of things, but we'll get into that.
With Crossfire, I just want to say thank you. I love talking to you guys. It's phenomenal watching you. So pumped about this debate. Richard, whenever you're ready.
Glad you're here, Stevie.
Okay. Thank you, Andrew, for being here. And thank you, Josiah, for inviting me and setting this up. So I believe the topic or my affirmation is that the manosphere is a socialist movement for low status losers in order to get pussy. Is that what it is, more or less? You can read that.
Sure. Manosphere / men's rights movements are socialist, egalitarian crusades made up of men that need to be eliminated from the gene pool.
Well, that's even harsher than I remembered, but wow. And then the next one is that so-called traditionalists want to return to an era that never existed. They actually don't want to return to the past. They want to return to a magical utopia, basically.
Yep.
Okay. I think I can handle all of these, and I'll try.
So he's there to debate his worldview, and all he has is assertions. He brought no evidence that anything they just said he was saying on Twitter. He brings no evidence to back any of that up, and he knows Andrew's going to destroy him. So watch what happens.
Try to keep it at 5, but if I go into 10, maybe you'll give me that time, and I'll certainly give that time to Andrew if he needs that long to respond as well. I think it's best just.
Well, I think we have the structure down. It's like 5-5, and then what is it?
Yeah, but I'm
3 4-minute rebuttals. I think
these two things. So let's just have a discussion. I mean, we're not playing tennis here, so.
Note how many times he says we're not playing tennis too. That's gonna be a reoccurring statement he makes over and over and over again.
I'd like to keep it to the format. Otherwise,
and I'm the reason why this debate is happening. So I'm going to speak for around 10 minutes.
Then you can fuck off. I don't care. Fuck off.
Are you in charge, Andrew?
Yeah.
Are you in charge, buddy?
I am.
No, Richard, you're not. Josiah's in charge.
Richard, we
agreed to a platform, and if you don't want to do it, then don't do it.
No, I'm going to speak for 10 minutes. I'm going to
somewhere else for 10 minutes then.
Listen, and
so I get to break the rules in this debate that we've already agreed on terms on. That's what he's trying to do, and he thinks that he just gets away with that because he's Richard Spencer. You know, some guy who got punched in the face because people didn't like him. I don't know anything else about him.
Drew, fuck you, man. You are the when I imagine like losers being attracted to the manosphere,
Okay, I'm going to roll that back just so you can watch that laugh again, because that was adorable. That's my favorite part of this whole debate.
Fuck off.
Are you in charge, Andrew?
Yeah.
Are you in charge, buddy?
I am.
No, Richard, you're not. Josiah's in charge.
Richard, we
agreed to a platform, and if you don't want to do it, then don't do it.
No, I'm going to speak for 10 minutes. I'm
going to
somewhere
else for 10 minutes then.
Listen, Andrew, fuck you, man. You are the
right there.
When I imagine like losers being attracted to the manosphere, it's you, buddy.
I know. You got me, Richard.
Yeah. I did get you. All right.
You got me.
Thanks for agreeing with me, Josiah.
When you think of the manosphere, you think of a married man that like has 3 kids and a wife. I don't think of that at all.
I'm going to speak for 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to say some interesting things.
I disagree.
Allow Andrew.
Can we stick to the format?
We're not playing fucking tennis here. I'm going to give
we're having a structured debate. Yeah, and we're having a structured debate, and we agreed to a format, and I'd like to stick to it.
Oh, I'm not going to back down.
No, I'm not going to follow the rules I agreed to. Now debate me the way I say. That's what he's trying to do here. And Andrew is a bigger name than Richard Spencer. I don't know any debate that Richard Spencer's ever won. I know a lot that Andrew Wilson has won.
on this.
Then go away.
I'm going to speak for. Why don't you go away, you little fucking?
Oh no, Rich.
Now, they edited it, thank God, because he said bundle of sticks right there. And just because he knows that's against TOS, and he knows that they're going to have to do some work on their channels so that doesn't get through, because that's kind of a no word that they will demonetize you for saying that word, the bundle of sticks, because we're children.
Richard, let's keep it 5 minutes. No slurs, nothing. You can seriously sabotage both of our livelihoods by doing this.
I'm going to speak for a reasonable amount of time.
Oh no.
I will allow Andrew to respond, and I'm not going to be timing him or something like this. Okay? That's what's going to happen. Do you agree with that, Josiah?
No, I do not agree with this. We have the 5 minutes. I think that structure makes sense.
Hey,
it's best
I actually can't anyway. He already broke the TOS. I already got to reboot the stream. So,
yeah.
Like that's the end of that. Appreciate the time, guys.
Damn it.
Yeah, he's right.
That is what smart YouTubers, unlike me, do. They reboot the stream so that they don't get in trouble and lose their monetization. That's a smart thing to do, right? And I wouldn't come back to debate this clown because he's just trying to troll. No one will ever try to change the terms of a debate 2 seconds before it starts. So we just got to sit there and listen to a 10 to 15 minute monologue because that's what he wanted.
Running away. He's running away. They did the exact same thing to RFH.
No, Richard, we literally started this. We started this, and the first thing I said was literally no slurs.
Oh, I'm sorry, Josiah. Let's just do it again. But like that guy is so fucking annoying. I can't even.
I think Justin's Twitter says Josiah, and he's got some stuff on his channel that says Josiah. That's why it's kind of confusing. But Justin Reloaded is the name of the channel. Josiah, I don't know what that is.
And put it into words.
Dude, no. Oh my gosh, bro. This has been 2 weeks of planning, Richard. 2 weeks.
Well, then why don't we have a conversation? I'll do it live. You don't need Andrew. He sucks.
No, okay. My audience loves Andrew. Andrew does a phenomenal job here. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, I'm gonna have to apologize.
He did the exact same thing to RFH. They don't want to debate. He just said, I'm going to speak in a reasonable amount of time, and I will allow him to have his time as well. This is the most reasonable thing on earth.
Yeah, no, okay. I understand, but dude, the structure was 5 minutes, right? I know you said 10 to 15. I said, this is the structure I'm thinking. You agreed to that. And then Andrew, I sent that over
I don't
to
care.
him.
We're not playing tennis, Josiah. I'm going to speak. I want to finish my statements.
No, I understand that. I get it. But at the same time, it's just, this is like, when you say something, you have to stay by it.
He doesn't want to be blown out of the water. So they do this like technicality. Do you honestly think I fear debating Andrew Wilson like in the slightest bit? Do you honestly think that?
Yes.
I think you were extremely bad faith when the guy.
How?
Because, dude, the first thing I said was, YouTube terms of service.
I'm sorry I called him a...
Did it again.
This is a channel, okay.
Did it a second time. They had to edit out a second time he used the words that he knows are going to get people's channels messed up. That's how bad faith this guy is.
I spent a ton of money on this channel, okay?
Okay.
And
let's start over. I will begin talking. If Andrew wants to re-enter, then he can do that. I'll give you my time since I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's just, this is how YouTube works, and you can say it's being
Josiah,
touched, whatever.
I'm correct. You've got I'm not doing this. All right.
What do you
I
mean?
have been extremely reasonable, and the Andrew Wilson runs away like the little weakling that he is. And I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
I will
I don't think
give
he's
a opening statement to your.
I don't think he's a professional moderator. This was probably one of his early moderation attempts. But yeah, he probably could have taken control better. But he does end up winning the debate here because he takes over for Andrew, and you'll see.
Your YouTube audience, if you would like. and we could have a discussion for an hour. But like, this is not like, this guy is just, he's a POS. Look at him.
I
Look at him. Look at him. Like, that's evidence. He kind of looks more like a piece of shit than Andrew to me. So I'm looking at him. Like,
I like Andrew. He's been extremely charitable to me and my family. And
He's not actually a good person. He's a fucking like dork and doofus, period. Okay. So let's not pretend like he's some cool guy.
Okay, where does all this tension come from? Is this come from the RFH
a dude who talks like that just called Andrew a dork. That's what the funny part is to me.
beef and with Rachel Wilson or something? You have like
I have contempt for both of them just on a personal level, to be brutally frank.
I wish I knew this, man. It totally seems
I will
like
talk
like
to them. I don't have an
sabotaged
axe
this.
to grind with either of them. All right. I just despise them.
Ah, man. I knew it was going to be an interesting debate because you guys disagree on axiomatic principles. So I wasn't figuring we would get to a middle ground here, but damn, dude. Damn. That's brutal.
Josiah, you've got to be a moderator and not just
He's telling him he needs to be a moderator, and he's the one who needs to be moderated. That's how funny this is.
take like Andrew's side. I mean, just like
No.
I just said, I'm going to conflate both things into 5 to 10 minutes. Then he's going to speak. We're not playing tennis. You don't need to like serve, whatever. And
Not playing tennis again.
I'll
That's
give
two.
him all the time he needs. What is wrong with that?
Yeah, it really is it really just comes down to simply the agreements that we made, right? If
Okay, I'm out, Josiah. Josiah, you have got to be. I'm going to teach you something. All right.
Yeah.
You have to learn to be reasonable with people. It's agreement. What I said, I suggested something. 10 to 15 minutes. You came back, and I'm like,
Dude wanted to do ramble on for 15 minutes. And you see, whenever you see you're going to see his debate prep come out too. He just wanted to make Andrew sit there for 15 minutes while he just talked shit about his wife, talked shit about his family, made up lies. You'll see.
okay, let's go. All right. It's not like we signed a contract in blood. I am asking for 5 to 10 minutes so that I can get my thesis out there, and then I will give him whatever time he needs to respond within reason. Right? This is how reasonable people work. Okay?
yeah, okay. So
Right? There's no
They changed the rules to the debate they agreed upon right before it starts. That's how reasonable people behave.
we're not playing fucking tennis for the third time.
yeah,
This is a debate, and there's an ebb and flow.
I'm gonna attempt to once again do a little bit more of a moderate. Don't get upset with me, Richard.
Don't tennis matches go back and forth too? Isn't that like kind of like what it should be in a debate? Like, I talk a bit, you talk a bit, not I talk all night long and then you wait and maybe you can talk a couple of minutes. He wanted a monologue, and this is a debate.
But when we have the rules, the 5 minutes, and Andrew,
Okay, Josiah,
hold on, just-
I'm out. I don't want to hear.
I thought
I'm
you
not
said
going to
you'll
be
give me an
lectured.
hour. This
I'll
isn't
give
a
you an
lecture.
hour. I don't want to hear one more thing about how I'm not playing by the rules. I have been the most reasonable person.
Okay.
I've been the most reasonable person. I tried to change the terms of the debate right before it starts. Like, Andrew plans these debates. He does week-long preps, like I should be doing right now. But he does put a lot of research into these, and he has them planned out. He knows what you're going to say before you say it. You can't just come and change all the rules because you want to. Because you want to. Oh,
All right. You want to give your 10-minute rant on the red pill here?
It's not a rant, but yes,
it is.
You can jump in anytime you'd like, Josiah. So
Dude,
the
He had nothing prepared. Watch this.
what?
okay.
The so-called manosphere emerged in the 2000s, mostly online, as a reaction to material realities that were deconstructing and disempowering, you could say, the nuclear family as a man's fundamental claim to power and status. What do I mean by this? Leave It to Beaver is no longer on the air. There was a time, and it's sort of an
Good point. What does that mean? No, a lot of shows aren't on the air anymore. What does that mean? What does it have to do with this debate?
imagined time when every man could get a job, join a union, own a car, own a house, have a wife and 2.3 kids, and there you go. What I would suggest is that that is an aberrational situation that emerged in post-war America after the Second World War that is something totally unheard of in world history.
Back that up. Back that up, because I know people were married. There was a nuclear family when I was growing up. What are you talking about? Do you have any evidence for that? Nope, just assertions.
And yet we have imagined this situation, the Leave It to Beaver situation, as something that men are entitled to, something that is historically
No, men aren't entitled to anything. They just have to go die in war for women, and they don't get anything when they come back. They get to come back to a girl on OnlyFans. That's what we get, right? People like this do not even understand what the red pill or any of the manosphere is about. They don't even get it. They just need attention.
relevant. This is how we always used to do things, something as bequeathed to us by God, etc., etc. So traditionalists are actually
It is in the Bible, to be fair, though.
completely ahistorical in their worldview and their normative claims to the nuclear family being the basis of society. The nuclear family is not that. The nuclear family, as we knew it in the mid-20th century, is actually fairly rare. The manosphere offers some fascinating insights.
It wasn't rare in the 20th century. We're in the 21st century. It's kind of rare now, but it wasn't rare in the 20th century.
Particularly with the ubiquity of hypergamy among women. I think so many of its Evo psych insights are correct and useful. I guess my beef with it is not in that analysis. My beef with it is not even in its, game tactics and strategies, how to pick up women, etc. My beef with it is the way that it has emerged as a sort of universal monogamy, as some sort of traditionalist outlook, but B, something that we need to have for the future. I say that it's an egalitarian
So you don't need monogamy for your future. You just need a woman who fucks everything and just accept it, right? That's what this guy's arguing for.
socialist movement. I mean that quite seriously. It's a sort of conservative middle-class Marxism in which we are not going to have a situation that resembles world history. We're going to have a kind of new situation where every man gets a woman and that's that, etc. Material conditions be damned. We've moved beyond the material conditions that inform any sort of situation like this. We are simply going to assert the nuclear family as the status quo forever. This is ridiculous. Now,
So don't strive for that. Don't strive for that. Don't try and get a wife. Don't try and have a woman who doesn't fuck everyone. Just keep fucking the ones who fucking move like that. That's the craziness this guy can't see. He makes no sense. He did no prep. This is obvious for me.
I mentioned hypergamy, that is women desiring to marry up, to find a better man, etc.
That's not all that hypergamy is. He probably read like one little quip about it and thinks he knows now. That is not all hypergamy is. It goes much deeper than that, and he's done no research.
That is a much more insightful notion or it's much more insightful to say that about women than to say that they want to get married or they're all sweet or something. No, I think they want to marry up. I agree with that insight on some very deep primal level. That is what women want. But what do men want? Who are we? What is an expression of true manliness and masculinity?
It's really hard for me to take someone with that accent to be talking about manliness. Like, he sounds like he should be on Queer Eye, and he's talking about manliness. This is just funny to me.
For a loser like Andrew Wilson, he wants to be given a woman, and he wants to be given some employment that he feels will give his empty life meaning, etc.
Is that what he wants? I think he's got a woman, and he's got a career that's going better than Richard. So what is it he's saying Andrew wants?
And so on. That actually has nothing to do with manliness or masculinity. That is again, a rather mid-20th century middle-class fantasy from low-status males, Andrew Wilson being a
low status if you can't just fuck hoes. That's what he's saying. If you can't fuck prostitutes, you must be low status.
a prime example of this reality. What does it mean to be a man? It means to sail your ships into uncharted waters. It means to found the Roman Empire on the basis of a quest and a great rape, the rape of the Sabine women, to go out and do it, to grab them by the pussy, as it were. Women are the most essential resource, and real men go out there and get it. And only a select few of men are brave or bold or strong enough or fit enough in a Darwinian sense.
As if Richard Spencer is any of that. Like, he's a sissy. Like, he's a sissy telling us how to be manly. That's so hilarious to me.
To actually achieve this. And the rest of the men, to be frank, don't reproduce and die. Again, the manosphere is a socialist, egalitarian movement.
Socialist? How is that socialist?
To the extent that it wants to change this fundamental aspect of human nature and this fundamental aspect of masculinity. I can remember a great documentary that is narrated by David Attenborough called Life. And it goes through all sorts of reproductive strategies. And one of them that stuck out to me.
Yeah, masculine guys are watching that.
Was the Dawson bees that are these sort of earthen bees that burrow into hives. And once a year, what happens? It's mating time. And the women, the female, I shouldn't say women, the female bees present themselves
Missed you, bro.
above the earth. And all of the male Dawson bees engage in a ferocious orgy of violence in which they are attacking one another. Most all of them perish in this act. And
monkeys throw poo. What does that have to do with what we're talking about? Oh, yeah, nothing.
One or two get through and actually inseminate the female Dawson bee and produce offspring. We don't even know which bees are able to do this, because even the bee that wins, so to speak, is undoubtedly going to have his head ripped off and die in the melee and chaos of it all. That is an extreme example that gives us a hint of the reality that you see across the animal kingdom and across mammals.
Well, if bees are doing it, I guess that means mammals must be doing it too. Go ahead. Keep chasing fat, ugly old women until your head falls off. That's his advice here, I guess.
In fact, rams, antelope, etc., they will go in stark competition between men for the woman. Not everyone breeds. They don't pair up into a nuclear ram family in order to have offspring or something like that. What human culture created in the mid-20th century is synthetic. It's extremely unnatural.
Why is this idiot here? Could they not get Andy Dick? They really couldn't get Andy Dick. That's why he had to debate Richard Spencer.
Instead, it is a deadly competition between men. Antelopes, moose, deer, etc., they don't have antlers in order to hunt or to fight off predators. They have antlers in order to fight with other males of their species.
How does that apply to humans? I can't grow antlers. I've tried.
That is the quest for status that will give you the female. So this mid-20th century notion,
Okay,
again,
hold on. give you the female. That
do you not
sounds-
understand?
Yeah, what do you mean? Give you the female?
Win the woman, because women are hypergamous and they want the best male.
But I thought you just said grab him by the pussy.
So clearly the best male is Richard Spencer.
Right, the best males grab them by the pussy. The best males,
So the best
were
males
the ones
take it
willing.
by force. They're not giving the women, right?
Well, if you want
So the best males are the sexual abusers. There you go.
to argue about
Good argument.
semantics, then
Is that
you can.
semantics? So
Yes.
I think like hypergamy, honestly, Richard, it's interesting you take this approach to this debate because you're saying a lot of red pill coded things. I don't even know like how much I believe in hypergamy. It could just be my youth and my ignorance.
Or your
like,
handsomeness. Jesus.
I'm not the top 1%.
Yeah, but you're handsome. They'll still screw you. You're young and handsome. Of course.
I've never had any problems with my wife. I've been married for 4 years now. There's never been anything like that, you know? So maybe this is like lowbrow.
Your wife is hopefully not on dating sites, so they're not exposed to the hypergamy the rest of the population has to deal with. It is rough.
You know, like women or something, but like I don't know. This seems like what the red pill say to like black pill the American from not having sex and from not wanting to get married. And I kind of thought you were going to kind of take that approach, but it is surprising to me that you
Women want to marry up. I mean, you could always find some exception to this rule or whatever, but yes. I mean, the
reminds me of
crucial
Andy Dick.
insight of F. Roger Devlin's article on sexual economy, etc., is basically men want to be Don Juan or James Bond. Women want to be Sleeping Beauty, and they're rescued by the.
Of course, women want to be the bitch that lays around for her whole show. The entire movie, she just sleeps. Of course, women want to be that. And then they get to kiss at the end from a handsome, like, prince. Of course, they want that.
Great prince. So they go
That's why they're so fat now.
up in the world in status by possessing the prime resource that there is. Sperm is cheap, eggs are dear. They make millions
And he knows because he's bought a lot of sperm. It's his favorite drink.
of sperm on a daily basis. Men masturbate, they have sex with some chick with using a condom,
In the movies he watches, they do.
they whatever. They're always going to have enough sperm. Eggs are a finite resource. Finite resources are valuable. So I think the basic insight of hypergamy coming from the manosphere is obviously correct.
What do you think masculinity is in its perfect form?
I wouldn't use the word perfect, but I would use the word primal or original form. And masculinity is not for all. We're not all going to, by definition,
It's not for you.
we're not all going to be alpha males. What is consistent across the animal kingdom and across mammals, less so than, say, insects, the salacious example that I used, is that the stronger, fitter males are going to reproduce more. Andrew Wilson's an excellent example of a, low status loser male who married a black woman, for instance.
He believes the troll. He believes the troll. He believes Andrew Wilson was married to a black woman. I watched that. They did that on whatever. It was just a little joke, and he started making it a joke, a reoccurring joke. And this idiot actually believes it. That's the kind of research this fucking idiot did. None. None. He just wanted to get on the internet and say all these things in front of Andrew that aren't true and then act like they're real. I'm like, this is the level here. Oh my God.
And then this
Yeah,
woman
I
who
think
was
he just plays along with
knocked
that
up.
to troll. That's like a common.
I think that's
tactic,
actually
too.
true, and there have been records that prove this. And then this woman who got knocked up a few times, I don't know, badgers him into marriage.
If you wanted to shit on Andrew, you just had to listen and not break TOS, and you could have done this to his face, Richard.
Break TOS, I'm on the show and he's not. What does that tell you?
What do you mean?
I believe it.
I'm still here talking. He ran away. So what does this tell you?
It tells me that Andrew is a smarter.
He left because
Andrew
I
is
broke
a-
TOS.
Yeah, it tells me that Andrew is a smarter businessman than me because my stream is in jeopardy.
He's a smarter businessman than you.
Yeah, so think about this, right? If I came into your job and was like, say the N-word, say the N-word, say the N-word, bitch, say it, bitch, right? And then you said it, like you actually could lose your job, right? It's kind of the same thing here on YouTube. Anyways, this is like, this might be beyond the point, but
I'm sorry I lost my temper and called him the F word, but that's what I think of him, to be frank.
I'm sorry I lost my temper.
And who ran away like a little girl? Who did that? Did I do that or did Andrew do that? Which one of us did that, Josiah?
Who's about to do that? I keep watching.
Andrew.
yeah, I mean, there's a qualifier here, which is that they're like the terms of service, Andrew's extremely successful.
Terms of service?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a break, Josiah.
Give me a break. Sorry I said things that could get your entire channel nuked and you have to start over from scratch. My bad.
I'm like moments away from leaving. I'm sorry, but like this is just.
But then
I don't know
who's
what
going to
to
run
say.
away like a little girl then, though, Richard?
Uh-oh.
You're stuck.
didn't,
You're
Josiah.
stuck in this room with me now. I'm about to
Okay.
grab you by the
Do you
want to
offer some sort of interesting comment here?
Yeah, no. I mean, I think I just did.
You didn't. So, I mean, do you have a disagreement? You think that women aren't hypergamous?
Yeah,
that
like
what your
like
claim is?
lowbrow hypergamy. I think these are like red pill.
He
What
does.
does that mean? Lowbrow hypergamy.
Yeah, like lowbrow women, just like low class women, distasteful. I think like a real woman who is actually embodying femininity doesn't feel the urge to keep on climbing,
All
right?
true.
So, for instance, you see this with somebody like Ashley St. Clair. Ashley St. Clair is the ideal example of why hypergamy with somebody who is truly feminine and secure and has real confidence would have stopped. They would have stopped. But instead, she climbed and she climbed and she went from her, from Arsenal Media to then Mar-a-Lago to then Elon Musk. And now she's going to Hassan Piker. So this is what you would expect from low quality women who
Uh-oh. From Elon Musk to Hassan Piker? He's starting to go back downhill, I think. So she must be over the hill already.
don't actually understand femininity, they don't have any idea of confidence or security. Now, what women tend to do is they blame the insecurity on the men, and they say, this man he didn't provide me security, he didn't provide me safety. Actually, everything is usually okay. Everything usually fucking works out. Even whenever you're broke and you can't really afford rent, you always figure out a way to make it work, right? Would you
describe Andrew Wilson's wife as that sort of low quality female in the sense that she's just constantly finding new?
Just trying to dig at Andrew all he can. He had his opportunity to insult Andrew and he blew it. He blew it. He could have said all that to his face, but he had to be an asshole.
Baby daddies and marrying people or something?
No, because what
He
happened
expresses true femininity, I guess, in your mind.
right now, absolutely, because what she's done is she's not still climbing,
I knew what you mean.
right? It's not like she's with Andrew and she's going to something else.
She did get to a very low rung and stayed put, so I guess I'll give her that.
about 10 rungs up from where he's at.
And what
Look,
happened is
women-
we also see real masculinity from Andrew as well, because you know how difficult it is to adopt a child that's not your own blood and to actually love them as your own. Do you know what type of
That's
sacrifice
just gay.
That is a good point, Bob Josiah. Children are just gross. They put boogers on everything. They're awful. If you can take one in and raise it as your own, that is a very benevolent thing to do. Like, kids are nasty. Like, ugh. And you can love this little thing like it's your own. That's a very, very good thing for a man to do if you can do that.
humility that takes?
Josiah, what are you talking about?
You think that's
Why
gay?
would anyone want to do that?
Because it's
I'd kill for a woman who's been in 3 relationships. In 2026, that's a sub-virgin. That's she went beyond being a virgin, only having 3 relationships. Holy shit. I would kill for that.
I can understand that you do it
necessary.
in certain circumstances, but I mean, this is not some adopting someone else's child. It's not some ideal. You know, one of their children
we don't
died
agree.
due to
I like
neglect.
Andrew.
not due to
So I'm not sure these are
neglect.
great
Not
parents,
due
to
to
be
neglect.
honest.
What are you talking about?
That's what I've heard doing some basic research.
You've heard wrong, and you're smearing a
They do.
family who's been through the ringer, and you're saying that this is their
How
fault.
have they been through
Richard?
the ringer?
Their child died, and you're saying it's because they neglected their child, Richard. Do you know how
That's
fucked
what
up
her
that is?
other husband claimed.
Oh, well, as long as you have facts like that. My ex says all kind of crazy shit about me, but she's a demon, so you can't believe demons.
Okay. So
I don't know.
fucking
Doesn't
what?
he have a point of view in this? Could he be right? I don't know.
No. I know.
Why?
I
Why
know,
do you say that?
Because that's not how this works. I know somebody who went through the same exact situation in Arizona. They went out, they were underage, they were also drinking, not legally able to drive, ran a red light, and one of them
Their
died.
young child
The
was
parents
hanging
didn't-
out with the wrong crowd, and her basically, if I remember
It can
correctly, this is the
always-
story.
It can always be the wrong crowd.
Rebel Wilson was allowing the child to run with the wrong crowd. Her ex-husband or ex-lover, the father of the child,
Richard, I
was
don't-
worried about this.
He's just making up all kind of shit. He's already brought on his black ex-wife, so he's just making shit up as he goes. Don't let it get to you. Everyone can see through this. This is just redonkulous. Ugh.
And was seeking custody, and he was apparently
Richard,
right
Richard,
in that
what are you
child
doing, man?
died in tragic
you doing?
circumstances. I don't know. Does the truth hurt?
Dude, it's just painful to see you stoop so low, and I just can't figure it out.
Stoop
you know?
so low?
Yeah, I just can't figure it out. Like you
He knows
came in
nothing.
clearly
He
hostile.
has no idea
you
what
know, You
happened.
didn't want to you came out trying to measure your dick, and it's like I just don't I don't understand. You know?
Saya, I'm leaving. I'm done. Okay, and I'm done with you. To be honest,
Dude.
Thank you.
Rage quit.
Rage quit. Oh
Rage quit.
man, dude.
So you can see the moderator won this debate. This is the first time I've ever seen a moderator win a debate, and he just did it.
Rage quit.
Amazing.
I can't. You guys, I can't believe he rage quit.